Been a long time since I have done a video. This isn't really a video, more of just a voice recording. Had a lot going on in life, but I just wanted to touch base and give some encouragement. I was talking to a girlfriend yesterday about just life things, and then she made a comment about how God was going to be mad at her for an attitude that she had, and she was kind of being funny, but it was kind of serious, and it just had me thinking about how we see God and how we internalize our life around us, and how important it is to be seeing ourselves and, well, first of all, seeing God for who He is and seeing ourselves in Christ. And so when I was ministering Christ to my friend, when she was talking about things, I thought, I think I'll share some of the things that I was talking about with her on this channel, and hopefully it will just be an encouragement to somebody out here in YouTube land. So as she was talking about, God will do this because I did this, I just began telling her that that's actually not true. What's true is that you're in Christ. And in Christ, we have no history. So God doesn't keep a running scorecard. He's not recording our wins and condemning us for our wrongs. He isn't tallying anything to our credit. He isn't holding yesterday against us or for us in our favor. In Christ, His mercy is new every morning. It's new every moment. There's never anything we have to make up to God. Our today, yesterday, and tomorrow are all shaped in the cross. So you might be thinking, but I did this thing and now there are consequences for what I did. And yes, there may be some earthly consequences for our actions, but God uses those for our good. And we don't take any of those actions that we've done and present them before the Father. We present the cross. We are buried with Him by baptism into death, that like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. The newness we walk in is His life. It's not it's not faith and then proving ourselves. We're walking in Him. So, and we say this all the time, but it's important to keep saying and to keep renewing our minds with that justification in Christ isn't just a ticket to heaven. It's how we walk now by faith. So we're buried with Him in His death, yes, but we're raised to newness of life in Him. So it was interesting. I was interacting on David Benjamin's channel with somebody who left a comment too in response to one of mine. And they were saying, how can I die to myself? And I understand, I've been through this myself. Just keep thinking, I kept thinking, I'm so bad. I've done so many things. I'm so disappointing to God. That's not really dying to self. We die, we are crucified with Christ. So we crucify our flesh. And that's not just feeling bad about it, it's agreeing with it. But then we also acknowledge we're raised to newness of life in Him. And according to like Galatians 2:2, we're still, living, right? Obviously, not just Galatians 2:2, but like, what am I trying to say? Like logic. We're still alive. But the life that we're living in the flesh, we're living by faith of Him. So our personality is still here, but we are being wrought into Christ day by day. He is our treasure. So if we're storing something up, it's not a number of things that we're trying to do to impress God or to keep Him from being hard on us because we did something that we, either know is sin in the Bible, or we're just being hard on ourselves about. What we're doing is we're storing up Jesus Christ and the ministry He's doing among us is the unity of faith and bringing us to the knowledge of the Son of God. So the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. And there's so much in our lives that just distract us and take us off course. I mean, I know I'm there in it with you, so I'm preaching to myself as much as I am to anyone else. But what we want to do, we get distracted, and then we want to build something for ourselves. We want to build our own kingdom. We want to leave something of ourselves and hope that our good outweighs our bad. But the true lasting building, and this is something I've been thinking about a lot lately, so much of the wood, stubble, and hay that's been in my life, I'm going to be so glad when it's burned off. But the true lasting building of gold, silver, and precious stones is the foundation of faith in Jesus Christ. So we start there and we walk there and we continue there forever, just forever in Christ. And it's the only thing that actually makes sense for us, the thing we do not see. So we're walking by faith. And I keep thinking, I can't wait until once we do see and we're transformed and we're walking by sight, but we are walking by faith right now. But eventually when we get to that place, when we're face to face with him, we're not going to worry about shrinking back, because we'll know we can no longer be destroyed by his brilliance, because we'll know in the fullness how fully covered we are in the blood of Christ. So we can't wait for that moment. But now, as we're walking in faith and we don't yet have our resurrected bodies, we're walking in that assurance by faith until we're transformed. But we do need mercy every day. We need to walk in it. And just because we walked in it a year ago or 6 months ago or last week or yesterday doesn't mean we need to walk in it today. We need him. We need him every day. We need him every hour. I love that hymn. I don't know if I love the whole hymn. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but I need you every hour. We need him every moment. And the good news is we need him and we have him. We have total access to him through Jesus, through the blood of Christ. There is nothing that separates us from his love. So I hope this encourages you today. God bless you. Hopefully I'll be able to make another video, another encouragement. But just really felt this one needed to be shared today.